I'm not done. I will have your wife killed.
Oh, man, you don't threaten me.
Then I will have you brought to the compound, and you will be mine.
What's good, all my Ruthless Addicts? It is your girl, Tika Deshawn. Thank you so much for tuning in to All Things Ruthless, home of the Ruthless Addicts. Let's go ahead and get on into the Oval. Last week, we left off where we saw that Nancy had become Elder Mother Nancy. The Haulsen family, y'all, has been shaken up. I'm going to tell you why. We see that Nancy has made her way back from the Rakadushi compound. She was escorted by other elders of the Rakadushi or cult members of the Rakadushi. She was also escorted by the highest, Daikon, and Elder Mother Marva. So the three of them enter into the living room as Nancy is sitting in her chair, and Daikon proceeds to say, "This is Elder Mother Marva, and this is the highest." Now, Nancy is in a daze. As we already know, Nancy probably had drank the Kool-Aid. She had the blessed powder probably poured on her, and who knows what else. She could have also been assaulted, because that's the norm of what they do on the Rakadushi compound. So the Richard proceeds to let the highest know, and Daikon, y'all need to get out of my house. So Nancy proceeds to say, "Hey, Richard, it's not like that. I went there. I met the highest. He was so kind. Um, and Richard proceeds to let them know, hey, I know what y'all, it was you guys that ran us off of the road. Y'all brought my son back home. He was all crazy. Y'all got my granddaughter on that compound, and y'all need to leave my house." And Nancy proceeds to say, hey, no, I invited them for dinner. So at this point, it's clear that Nancy is on that stuff and she is really out of her mind. So then they sit down to the table for quote unquote dinner. The highest is eating, Elder Mother Marva is eating. Nancy looks like she's taking a bite out of her food, but Daikon doesn't look like he's eating. I don't think that Daikon eats the food that Elder Mother Marva cooks because he knows that she's putting something in the food. So anyway, they're all sitting at the table and Richard's not eating his food. Nancy says, "Richard, why don't you eat something?" And Richard's like, "I'm not eating that. And I just want these people out of my house." So they proceed to tell, now prior to them sitting down at the table, Nancy proceeds to tell Richard that she saw Callie on the compound. She saw Ruth and they both looked so happy. She also proceeds to say, hey, I saw a video of our son doing all kind of things. So like I said, y'all know what goes down on the Rockadusha compound. They're sexually assaulting the men and the people and the women that go there, and they're being sprayed with that blessed powder. So now they have video of Barry being, looking as if he's enjoying it, but more likely he was being assaulted. So afterwards, like I said, they're sitting at the table. Richard wants everybody gone. Elder Mother Marva jumps up. First of all, she's acting all, "Oh, I'm so sweet. Thank you." And I know she knows how to cook. Of course, everybody always says her food is so good. And she's, "Oh, thank you, thank you." So anyway, the highest proceeds to let Richard know um that it was not them that ran him and his friends off of the road. The highest is such a psychopath, a narcissist of everything. He can just look in your face and lie to you. And that's exactly what he did to Richard. He denied all of the allegations, denied that it was them that ran him over, said that Ruth and the baby wanted to be there, and that if Ruth wanted her baby to leave, that she could leave. Now that we all know that's a lie because he said no one is held hostage on the compound. We all know that's a lie. So then Nancy and Elder Mother Marva, they get up because the highest says, "Okay, yes, it's time for us to go," because Richard is like, "I want y'all out my house." So Nancy, she gets up, her and Elder Mother Marva go prepare plates for the highest to take with him. And as they're sitting at the table, the Richard proceeds to let the Hyatts know, look, I got connections in the CIA, at the White House, the FBI, and I can shut your whole thing down. And the Hyatts proceeds to let them know, yeah, that's why we're here. We're here to let you know that if you, your wife, or anybody come back to that Rakadushi compound, the bodies of the 70 children, including your granddaughter, will be layered out at the front gate of the Rakadushi compound, starting with your baby girl, Callie. That is a warning to Richard to just leave it alone, stay away from the compound, stop messing with them. We're not bothering you. And so Richard says, "Listen, I'm not here. I'm not listening to all of that. At the end of the day, if you threaten me, I'm not hearing all of that." And like I said, he proceeds to let him know who his contacts are. But then, like I said, the Heights told him what they were gonna do. And he said, and your son was a warning. And Richard stands up and say, yeah, what do you mean my son was a warning? Y'all almost killed him. And the Heights looks at him and says, oh, we did kill him. So obviously, of course, Richard doesn't know that Barry is dead yet, but at this very moment, he knows that this man just claimed to have killed his son. Now, Hayes has denied everything else, but he has literally just claimed to have killed Barry, y'all. And that was the end of the scene, the Haulsen scene situation. I told y'all it was a sad, sad situation dealing with the Haulsens. And unfortunately, the Hayes has admitted to killing Barry. Now, we already know that Barry is unalive, but they don't know. They didn't know. They haven't even come across his body yet because Kareem is trying to figure out what to do with the body. So with that being said, y'all, that was the end of this week's episode in regards to the Haulsen family saga between the Rockadushis. The Hyatts and Richard have met. The Hyatts said what he said. The Hyatts almost got hands laid on him, but Daikon got in front of him and said, don't talk to the Hyatts, don't touch the Hyatts, being the bodyguard that he is, y'all. With that being said, it all went down between the Rakadushi and the Haulsens. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Drop your comments below. Was this episode or was the scenes that you guys saw a chair rocker, a ground shaker, a table shaker? Listen, it shook my table. With that being said, thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can receive notification of all new comment. Hit that like button, drop your comments below. Thank y'all so much, and you guys stay ruthless.